Hi, I'm Jessa Dupuis, a graphic designer, illustrator, and mixed media collage artist from Vancouver Island. I've been working with mixed media and hand-cut or analog collage for the last 6 years. I love it because it's a very hands-on and intuitive process. It's accessible, it's flexible, and it's a lot of fun. Mixed media has us playing and experimenting with paint and expressive marks. Not to mention teaching us to love all of our happy accidents we create along the way. Collage sends us on a treasure hunt through old books and magazines, searching out colors, textures, typography, and images that stand out and speak to us. But the real magic comes when we combine all of these elements into their own visual story with new life and new meaning. I'm so happy you're joining me today to create your very own positive vibes mixed media collage. Okay, let's get started. You're going to need some old magazines and books, several sheets of paper. Mixed media, watercolor, or bristle paper works best. You'll need some watercolor, or any brand of acrylic paint you may have around your house, a few different size brushes, some water, scissors, a glue stick, some of your favorite colors in pencil crayons and markers, a pencil, an old credit card or a thick piece of cardboard. These are great to smush some paint around. Step 1. So I want you to get messy, play with paint and expressive mark making with me here. First thing, grab your pencil and just go ahead and start some marks on each sheet of paper. You can vary your line, go a little bit harder, a little bit lighter. If you're having trouble with this because you feel tight or worried about what kind of mark you're making, don't worry. Close your eyes even. Just close your eyes and feel your pencil move across the sheet. We're not going to love everything that we make, but that's part of the fun. Try using your non-dominant hand. Try to make some interesting and different marks than I would probably be able to with my right. So let's grab some paint. So don't be too worried or too precious about it. Try to be as loose as possible. Jump from each page, hold your brush at the end. Or you could even try using your brush with your left hand. Something else that's really fun that you can do, especially with watercolor, is just kind of start doing a little bit of paint blobs. I love these. These are one of my favorite things. As you're working, if you found that you've kind of laid down maybe a little more watercolor or paint than you want to, you can grab a little bit of paper towel. You can kind of come in to your piece and then just try and kind of pull some of it up. And again, I'm just going to be loose and fun and work some more color in here and have a good time with it. So I'm gonna grab my paint smoosher here. I'm just gonna come on in, I'm gonna touch down, and then I'm just gonna drag and smoosh. Okay, now that we've had lots of fun, we've made lots of marks, done some expressive, fun paint experimenting, we've used our left hand, we've closed our eyes, we've tried some new things, we love some of it, we maybe don't like all of it, and that's okay. While we let these ones dry, we're going to go ahead and start our treasure hunt through our old books and magazines. So I want you to just go ahead, grab whatever old magazines you have. There might be a couple of old Nat Geos that you might have, and just start heading through them. Take out any kind of interesting texture or colors that you enjoy. A really quick way to do it is just rip it out. So happy hunting. Oh my goodness, look at this. Be pushy. Gotta love that. And keep in mind, as you're going through, try to pull out any words or phrases that really speak to you and make you feel good and happy and are going to work well with our positive vibe theme for today. Go through what you have. Remember, pull colors, textures, type, rip away. Don't be too precious. Don't be too careful. There might be some really fantastic stuff that comes out of just going for it. So I've got a really fun start here. Okay, welcome to step 3. So what we're going to do is we're going to be going through a bunch of the treasures that we found through our old books and magazines, and we're going to start to combine and compose our positive vibe story on top of our mixed media backgrounds. The way I like to do this is I go through and I maybe pick out a word for each piece, or 2 words I might want to start with. I often change my mind a lot as I'm working, so you feel free to do the same. We always glue last. We're never gluing first. We have to make sure we're committed and we love what we've got happening on our page. So take about half an hour to play, and then we're going to take a look at how to glue in layers. I'm quite happy with these 5 pieces. It's now time to glue things down. When you're working with collage, you do need to remember your layers. So you always kind of have to think about gluing down the very first layer before you start getting into other things. And sometimes it's really hard to remember like what position you've left things in. I'm going to start gluing down things that don't have anything positioned on top of them. This one here is also kind of on its own, so this is one I can take care of right now. Glue sticks are great because you can reposition a tiny bit when you lay them down. Okay, so the next step that I want to do is I'm going to pull this nice little chunk of orange texture from behind her hand. So I'm going to hold her down while I take that out, because let me tell you, everything will move. Before I pick up this lady and have fun get more, I just want to make sure that I'm paying attention to where I've lined things up. So there we are. We have my very first positive vibe collage. Have fun, get more. And I just love her smile. It really makes me happy. Okay, so there we have it. We've got 5 amazing positive vibe mixed media collages. Thanks everyone for following along today. If you did make your own positive vibes mixed media collage, please share it with us. We'd love to see it. Post it on social and tag myself and CBC Arts. See you next time.